Thanks for listening to Jim, Deb, and Kevin, 3 hometown Hoosiers, and now 2022 CMA Award winners.
95.5 WFMS.
95.5 WFMS. Good morning. It's Jim, Deb, and Kevin.
Yeah.
He's here.
Kevin is back from his illness a couple of days. Feeling any better, pal?
I'm feeling fine, but I can't find my bell.
I can't find my
Oh,
phone.
it's right over here. Here's your bell right there.
Oh, okay.
Deb was using it during your
You find
absence.
my phone?
Well, I
your
can't help you
phone.
with that. Yeah.
You can't find your phone?
Well, I mean, I had it in the car.
It's nice to know some things just haven't changed.
Yeah.
I missed
Lost it
work for
between-
2 days because of illness, and we pick up exactly where I left off.
Right, exactly right.
Between the car and the studio. It might be in the parking lot. I got to go find it.
That's nice.
Yeah, well,
This
you
is
know.
just a sample of what our life is like, folks.
It certainly is.
But you know what? I always have a smile.
Yeah.
I always have
Really
a
do.
smile.
And you
Yeah.
always create a
So you
smile.
found out someone ran over your phone.
Now that I'm not smiling.
What's that in the driveway?
No, stop.
Parking lot?
Thursday morning, December 1st, the first meteorological day of winter. It's
Oh, is that
December
right?
the
Is
1st.
that what
Yeah,
you did? Okay.
exactly. So
It was the first official day?
meteorological, actually, the 21st, I believe, is the first day. But
It's meteorological. Mean.
no, it just means it's.
He throws this stuff out like
It's
Well,
we're
that
just
supposed to
sounds so fancy. I thought you were so smart.
that we're
Well, it
supposed to be
is.
impressed
It's
with. Here's something that
meteorological.
will really impress you, I think.
What's that?
That we spend roughly 34 hours of our lives untangling Christmas lights.
34 hours.
34 hours of our entire life. So you add it all together.
What a waste.
Well, I actually thought it would be more than that. I think I spend 34 hours a year.
Oh, not me. I throw them away. Go get new.
Yeah, I do too.
Problem solved.
You know what? I used to make fun of you for doing that, but now I've gotten wiser in my age, and I've said, you know what? Life's too short.
Right.
Pitch them and let's get new ones.
It causes too much frustration within me.
Well, plus,
Yeah.
if you get them like on a tree or around a wreath, and all of a sudden they're old and they burn out,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, now I got to redo the whole wreath.
I just buy a new
Yeah.
tree. Seriously.
That's
every
it.
2 years.
Jim, Deb, and Kevin on this Thursday, December 1st. Not just a Thursday, not your regular Thursday at
Nope.
all.
No.
It is National Pie Day.
And how do you celebrate National Pie Day, Jim?
You have some pie.
Yeah, my mom made some.
Oh, we
made some
love
pies.
Doris.
Deb-
I've always loved Doris, but I love her even more.
Deb is
I
opening
do.
up the container right now. I've not seen them, so I don't know.
Doris, is there a code on this thing? Because
well, I
I
think if you
can't
look-
get it open.
Look around. Does it say?
What?
What side does it say? Lift here. See, right here.
Lift here. That's your first.
Oh, I was
indication.
trying to twist. It was a lift. Oh, it just popped open.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, she
Wait, see
doesn't
that.
do just an apple pie. She does like an apple
She-
crumble.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
she said I'm. She said
Hello.
my pies don't look great, but they taste good.
Actually, I think
So-
they look great and taste good.
You know what? I honestly, Doris,
Yeah.
apple pie is the best I've ever had. It is
we
delicious.
had to enter her pies in a contest. Of
Right.
some
No,
sort.
because then she'll go big time and she won't do this for us anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So let's be selfish
Let's
and keep
keep
it all
it-
to
We'll
ourselves.
just keep it to ourselves.
Keep a low profile.
Okay, so she sent 2. So one's for me
And one's for Jimmy.
and one's for you.
No, for Jimmy. No, you each get your pie.
No, we're not gonna each take a pie.
You each get a pie.
No.
I'm not going to argue with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can
Right.
choose to share it with people if you so choose, or you can just take them home.
How stupid of a statement is that?
What
Well,
do you think
just want
it
to point
is?
that out.
Share
Right,
Doris
yeah.
pie.
Thursday morning, a throwback
Yeah.
Thursday. We like going back in time on these Thursdays and sharing some of the interviews that we've had in the past. And this was a great one for all of us. The late, great Kenny Rogers. We had a chance to go to his office there in Nashville.
It was
down
a
on Music
record
Row.
label, wasn't it? Yeah.
But he was just sitting around at the desk and just, he was getting his breakfast, as a matter of
Yeah,
fact.
McDonald's delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
so-
we were going to wait till he was done.
And he said, no, go ahead,
come
man.
in.
Because I can heat that up later.
Right.
Let's just talk
right.
now.
And he was getting a big award that night on the CMA Awards.
Yeah.
And here's that story.
Well, what an honor for you tonight,
Yeah.
receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award at the CMAs. I mean, do you have kind of like the first day of school butterflies?
Yeah, I mean, it's an exciting thing. It's something you don't plan on, obviously. And when I was told about it, I was very excited about it. And I'm thrilled about. We had a rehearsal yesterday, and I'm doing Islands in the Stream with Jennifer Nettles, and she is wonderful. Yeah. So it's fun to do that. And then Darius Rucker's going to sing The Gambler.
Wow.
And then Rascal Flatts is going to sing what's really one of my favorite songs I've ever done. Just dropped in to see what condition my condition was.
Yeah.
I'm going to introduce them to psychedelia.
Do you have a song that you prefer to perform when you're on stage? That you're like, when you get to this one, that you're going to enjoy doing this particular song?
It's interesting because I do, and I don't know. I guess it's because I haven't done it all along. I've just kind of started doing it recently. But I did do it with Sheena Easton called We've Got Tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And I do that, and I just feel so cool when I do it.
Lifetime Achievement Award, CMA wins, Hall of Fame, 5 movies. If Kenny Rogers wasn't in show business, what would he be doing?
When I was a kid, I studied architectural drawing. I took commercial art, and I was really pretty good at it, and I used to have a beautiful signature, and now I swear you could get prescription drugs with it. My life has been great. I've been touched by everybody I work with. Well, not Dolly, but I mean,
This is an honor for us. We
Yes.
appreciate it.
and for me. It's a shame you came right before my croissant.
Kenny Rogers, our Throwback Thursday, too. That was
I was nervous.
I
That was a
too,
career highlight for me.
Here's why I was nervous. I wanted him to be as nice as I would hope he would be, and he was.
And he was.
Yeah.
I wasn't disappointed. I thought, here's this big star, a Hollywood star too.
Oh, yeah, he's done it all.
Yeah.
Pop
and,
star,
and he
country
could
star.
be a bit of a quote prima donna.
He was not.
He was not.
He ended up kind of interviewing us
Yeah.
at the end. And,
Yeah.
and then I remember thinking, because we've all done this for so many years. But for me, it was a career highlight because I knew my grandma was always proud. Grandma Levy since passed on, but I knew that she would be proud. Oh my gosh, I'm getting all emotional. She would have been proud of that one.
Yeah, because
Just kidding.
you actually got a chance to talk to.
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers, yeah.
The gambler. So that's a Throwback Thursday with Kenny Rogers. Deb's got your Daily Dirt. And who's the People Magazine People of the Year?
Yeah, they've recently announced who they will be, and it's based on the work they've done in 2022. We'll get to that here in about 30 seconds. First, big hot story this morning, and that is that Good Morning America co-hosts TJ Holmes and Amy Robach have been having a steamy affair.
Really?
Aren't they married?
They're both married to other people. In fact, Amy Robach is married to former Melrose Place star Andrew Shue. She went through breast cancer.
Oh,
I think it was
remember
back in
that.
2013 or 2014, and actually started because she did a mammogram live on the air. And the
Right.
doctor called her 2 weeks later and said, "You have stage 2 breast cancer."
Right, yeah. I
Wow.
remember that.
So she's recovered from that, and they say that this is through other sources, but they say this affair may have started back in London when they had to go and do a coverage for the Queen
Okay.
back in March. Now, apparently, they have both split from the spouses back in August, and now you're starting to see them out in public. And,
Okay.
an Uber ride. There's a photographer, paparazzi, caught them holding hands in the Uber. And now there's video where he kind of pats her on the backside as they're loading up luggage in the back of a
Well,
car.
it's an accident.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't think it's an accident. I don't think it's an. Now they've always talked about how they have very close, supposedly platonic friendship, but I think some lines got blurred somewhere. That we'll leave it at that. After returning home from the hospital for Thanksgiving, Al Roker was rushed back in an ambulance on Friday.
Oh no!
For this continued treatment of the blood clots, they're in his leg and his lungs. I thought it was just the leg,
Oh,
but
boy.
leg and lungs, that's very serious.
It is serious.
A source says his condition was very worrying on Friday, but once back in the hospital and he's being treated, he has since improved. So that's good news. People magazine has announced their People of the Year, and it's based on the work they've done in 2022. Some of them are Matthew McConaughey, who's always been very inspirational, motivational. Abbott Elementary creator Quentin Brunson, Jennifer Hudson, we talked about her yesterday in the dirt, and Mila Kunis. And guys, I think you were right there on the fence.
Had to be, yeah.
Because I submitted Jim and Kevin.
Oh
Right.
yeah, right.
They've done a lot of it, of course, of this year.
You're talking about yourself that
Yeah.
way?
Mhm.
Okay, great.
It's time for another exciting round of Can't Beat Deb, and our contestant is Brian. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good, doing good. And what side of town you from?
Well, I'm from Greenfield, actually.
Greenfield. Okay, all right. A little out east there. That's good. Well, here's how we play. I'm going to give you 5 questions, then we'll bring Deborah back into the room, and she'll get the same 5 questions. If you get more right than she does, then you win. Now, if she gets more right or it's a tie, then she gets the win because it can't be Deb. And if you're ready, Brian, here we go with question 1.
Okay, let's do it.
Colts lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers this past Monday night. What other NFL team calls Pennsylvania home?
That would be Philadelphia.
All right, question 2. It's the holiday season, so there's lots of advertising from retail outlets. Now, finish the slogan, every kiss, blank.
Oh, my God. You'd think I would know that because I love me some Christmas. Every kiss deserves a Hallmark movie. I don't know. That's the best I can do.
There you go. All right, question 3. Legs are still one of the top-selling brands of hosiery. Now, what is the name of the world-famous dance group at Radio City Music Hall in New York City?
Oh, man. Okay. You scared me with the hosiery thing, but I'm getting better now. Radio City Music Hall.
That's where it is. What's the name of the famous group, the dancing group?
Oh, the Rockettes.
All right. And question 4. The Big Ten Championship will be at Lucas Oil Stadium this Saturday with Purdue facing Michigan. Now, St. Elmo's is a downtown staple for visitors to Indy. What is St. Elmo's famous for? Is it shrimp cocktail, bananas Foster, or dirty martinis?
Oh, God. For one thing, I'm a vegan, so that's really difficult. Dirty martinis.
All right. And question 5. People are enjoying the holiday movies this time of year. What is the highest grossing holiday film? Is it A, Elf, B, The Santa Claus, or C, The Grinch?
Oh, it's got to be Elf. I'm a teacher, and all my students love Elf.
Love
So,
Elf.
yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, there's our 5 questions. Let's bring Deb back in the room and see how she does. It's back to Can't Beat Deb. Deb back into the studio and say hello to Brian.
Hi, Brian. How are you?
Hello, doing good.
Well, good.
Brian is a teacher up at Anderson University.
Oh, no, that's a disadvantage for me. The
Yeah, I know
teachers
it.
know a lot.
That's right. He's smart. All right, Deb, here we go. Question 1. Question 1. The Colts lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers this past Monday night. Now, what other NFL team calls Pennsylvania home?
Let's see here. I'm probably going to need a couple of seconds for this one. It's they're in Pennsylvania?
In Pennsylvania.
Is it the Eagles?
It's
Yes.
the Eagles.
Woo!
We'll go with that. I asked for the team, so it's good. The Philadelphia Eagles. All right. And Brian got that one right, too. So the score is all tied 1-1. Question 2. It's the holiday season, so there's lots of advertising from retail outlets. Finish the slogan. Every kiss, blank.
Begins with K.
There you go.
It sounds a lot better in the commercial.
All right, there you go. Now, Brian didn't get that one right. He had every kiss begins with, I think, a holiday special or something like that.
I was completely at sea, so there we go.
So it's the score right now is Deb 2 and Brian 1. Here we go. Question 3.
Okay.
Legs are still one of the top-selling brands of hosiery. Now, what is the name of the world-famous dance group at Radio City Music Hall in New York City?
The Rockettes.
That is correct, the Rockettes. And Brian got that right as well, too.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's Deb 3 and Brian 2. Here we go.
I
Question
like that
4.
score.
Question 4. The Big Ten Championship will be at the Lucas Oil Stadium this Saturday with Purdue facing Michigan. Now, St. Elmo's is a downtown staple for visitors to Indy. What is St. Elmo's famous for? Is it shrimp cocktail, bananas Foster, or dirty martinis?
Well, they may have all of the other things, but they're known for their shrimp cocktail.
It's on a roll here.
Yeah.
Now, Brian's a vegan, so he didn't have a good answer for
Oh,
that one.
geez.
So
Yeah, it's kind of a problem.
that's a little bit of a problem there. So, all right, so the score right now is Deb 4 and Brian 2. So here we go to question 5.
Okay.
People are enjoying holiday movies this season. What is the highest grossing holiday film? Is it Elf, The Santa Claus, or The Grinch?
Oh, I bet it's the Grinch.
Wow. Wow, Deborah.
Oh.
Brian guessed the Elf because he's a teacher and all the kids always enjoyed Elf and all
Oh,
that.
sure.
But actually, the Grinch nearly doubles in the amount of
Are
money
you
made.
kidding me?
So,
Seriously, I did not know that. Wow.
yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that either. I would have guessed either I'd probably guess Elf too, but not the case. So the final score is wow, Deb. You ran the table. That's
Do what it can.
5 and Brian 2, but it was a good round anyway. Brian, thank you so much for joining us. It's time, unfortunately, for those famous words.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
For him.
Okay.
Oh, I'm Brian from Greenfield, and I can't beat Deb.
But a great round nonetheless, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas. If you'd like to be a contestant, go to WFMS.com. We'll get you all signed up. Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Kevin's got your Nash News now, and it's number 17 and growing.
Yeah, it's 17, maybe already 18. It just keeps growing.
Growing,
The details
okay.
coming up in about 30 seconds. Nash News Now, sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Cooling. CMT showcased 20 newer Christmas songs that they say should be added to your Christmas holiday playlist. They include Holiday Party by Dan and Shay, Mr. Christmas by Brett Eldridge, and my favorite, Santa Claus Was My Uber Driver by Lee Bryce.
What?
Funny song.
Santa Claus was my
Tim
Uber
McGraw
driver.
got a couple of musicians together, help them do an unplugged version of Merle Haggard's classic, If We Make It Through December. He posted a video of him singing it on his social media page.
If we make it through December, everything's gonna be alright, I know.
Yeah. I don't know whether he's teasing that he's gonna release some old classic country music. I don't know. He and a couple of guys got together and started singing this.
I like that.
That's a great
Classic.
song.
Oh, man. Anything Merle did was a classic
Sure.
anyway. And Alan Jackson shared a video of his daughter, Maddie, making a terrific, he says, freight train cocktail using Alan's whiskey. By the way, there are 17 country stars that have their own alcohol
Is
now.
that right?
Oh, my
Yeah,
gosh.
alcohol brand. There's Blake Shelton, just to name a few. Blake Shelton, Kitty Chesney, George Strait, Miranda Lambert, Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean, Thomas Rhett, Toby Keith, Eric Church, Darius Rucker, FGL, and Zach Brown, who doesn't even drink alcohol,
I think
has
Brad
his own
Paisley. I
line.
thought he had one,
And
too.
Brad Paisley.
Yeah,
I just named a few.
Yeah, just a few.
John Rich.
Yeah.
Oh,
John
yeah.
Rich.
Yeah.
See,
Florida
it's
Georgia Line,
17
you say
and
that?
growing.
No, wait, what's a freight train cocktail?
I have no
I've
idea.
never heard of that
either.
before.
I have no idea. That's your National News Now.
Congrats to Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Proud to be part of your morning routine. And now 2022 CMA Award winners.
It brightens my day.
95.5 WFMS.